Hi there. In this episode, we'll be covering a good book is a lead machine. Yes, a machine. Most people think a book by itself can make a lot of money. Not really. You know? And if you're relying on book sales to justify writing one, I want you to rethink that. A good book can make you lots of money, just not the way you think. By the end of this video, you'll learn the importance of attracting your core audience to read your book, how a book can help you build connections, and the best way to drive readers to want to take action. And stay tuned until the end of the video for an opportunity I really think you're going to enjoy. Let's dive in. It's funny when I see the word machine. It makes me think about a TV show that I once interned at called the George Michael Sports Machine. It aired out of Washington, D.C. And there was this host named George Michael. He had this machine that he would push a button. He would say, "Let me take you out to Pittsburgh." And he would show highlights from a game. He'd actually give you the score of the game and then give you the highlights. It was this whole thing that predated SportsCenter. And he was the guy. He was George Michael. I interned there, and when I think about machines, that's what I think about. But your book similarly can be a lead machine that you just tap a button and the leads are just gonna pour right in. That there it is, it's just gonna keep coming and coming and coming. But you need to do certain things a certain way. If you don't follow the right steps and follow one thing to the next, you're gonna fall short on this. Lots of authors, when they write their book, they just think the book is published, the leads are gonna come in. They're just magically gonna appear. That's not what happens. That's not what happens. This isn't Ron Popeil set it and forget it. You really need to take some proper steps, the right steps, in order to see this thing through and to really turn on the lead machine. The lead machine just doesn't happen automatically. It's something that you need to willfully engage, that you need to empower and ensure that it's working, that you are doing everything you need to do to get this all lined up. A book is a great way to attract your ideal audience. If you want to be a successful business person, write the book that's going to attract those people. If you want to give keynote speeches and addresses, attract those people. You want to put yourself in the right space with the right message to be able to take the leap that you want to take, to get attracted and seen by the right people, the tastemakers, the decision makers, the people making hiring decisions, journalists doing interviews, convention organizers who need to line up speakers. You want to be the person in the space with the message that resonates. And in order to do that, you kind of have to think about your audience. What are they interested in? What are they not getting served from everybody else? What makes your message different and unique? What makes it stand out from every other book, every other speech, every other presentation out there? When you think about attracting the right audience, it's one thing to get them to be interested in the book. It's another thing to want them to keep reading. So they need to think that you're speaking directly to them, that you are writing to an audience of one. That's the way to make your book stick. You need to write to an audience of one person at a time, with all these decisions that they can make. You need to be able to write to them. What are their pain points? What are their struggles? What are the things that you can help them solve that they might not get the answer to anywhere else? What are the things that you specifically, uniquely can address for them? And it's not enough just to think you know these things. You need to write that. You need to put it in writing so they can read it. You need to write it in a way that draws them in and says, "Oh, I have that problem too. Oh, this book offers a solution. Oh, I want to keep reading." And then you have to actually deliver on the promise. Because you don't want to throw out empty promises that don't get delivered. You want to deliver on your promises. You want to make sure that you wrap this thing up in a bow and that you don't leave the reader with questions or unresolved feelings, that you have resolved this issue and given them the answers they need. Once you do that, once you give the reader the answers or the insights they need, that make them realize that you're the person for them, that you're the answer, that you have the insights that they need. What's the next step? Maybe it's headed to your website. Maybe it's buying something from you. Maybe it's signing up with you to become a client or customer. Maybe it's booking you for a keynote speech. Whatever it is, you need to start thinking, reverse engineer this. Think about what the reader might want to accomplish and what you can help them accomplish, what you want to help them accomplish next, where this journey goes forward. Because it shouldn't just end with the book. You don't want it to end with the book. That's a way to have empty sales and no lead funnel. When we're talking about the lead machine, pushing the button and the leads come in, what I mean by that really is you need to have a call to action in your book that gets readers to want to take action because you've already delivered value to them with the message in the book. So this is the follow through, the next step. What do you want them to do after they read your book? Maybe you have workshops and other offerings that you want to send them to. There's so many things that you can offer and put together, but you need an awesome funnel in place to be able to capture those leads, because the worst thing you want to do is send them somewhere and then you have nowhere to go. Now it's, Fire Festival, it's bad news. You don't want that. You want to send people somewhere with a direct action plan of what happens next, and you want them to take that action. A book is the ultimate door opener. It's the ultimate business card. It is the ultimate way to get into the spaces that you currently aren't in, to get you better spaces of the places you are in, to get you opportunities that don't currently exist to you. It is a way to take the next step in your life and in your career if you do it the right way. When I'm talking about doing it the right way, I really mean aligning all of the pieces. You have a topic that is interesting to your reader. You have a reader that's super into this book and knows how to find it. You have a message early on that speaks to them and tells them that this book is for me, that you have the solution. There's a call to action, so when they're done with the book, there's more things to do. And then you have a sales funnel and other offerings to be able to capture this. Because Lead Machine is all about converting readers to leads, eventually to customers and clients. You want to be able to have that conversion in place. So you need the underlying funnel system to make this work. This machine doesn't work by itself. And if you don't connect all the pieces, if there's one little thing missing, it doesn't work. If you want to learn more about a good book as a lead machine, I'd love for you to check out my lead machine, my website. It's writeagoodbook.com. At my website, you can get my tips, insights, lessons, invites to my events. You can also book a call with me so we can talk one-on-one about your book, because I'd love to learn more about your book and the challenges you're facing and hopefully help you forward. Remember, a good book can change your life. I'm Dan Good. Thanks for watching.